Hello! Welcome to Time Tracker's video training series, Business Owner and Employee Introduction to Making a Work Entry. In this video, we are going to be covering both the app and the browser versions of Time Tracker. If for whatever reason the app isn't working for you, the browser version is available, and vice versa. This is the Time Tracker web browser version. Here we can see an address bar with timetracker.ws. This is the version you get to by typing timetracker.ws into your browser on your mobile device. On the right, we see in full view, and then on the left, we see just what we're doing zoomed in. To get going, you can click on the Current User Login button, or go up top, click on the sandwich, and then sign in. We are brought to the Sign In page. If you are using the Time Tracker app, then this screen looks about the same and works the same way. When looking at it in app view like this, there is no address bar here or anything like that. Switching back to the web browser version, we are going to be pretending again we are an employee named Max. So type in your email and password. Since this is the browser version, you can choose to remember your login details. And here is where you go if you need to reset your password. Click on the link, then go to your email. Find the Time Tracker email and follow the instructions in it. Let's see what the screen looks like on the app. It's basically the same. Here you would click on Forgot Password and follow the instructions. We're going to stay on the app version and hit Sign In. This brings us to the app version of your dashboard. You can see your different entry options: work, expense, T&M, and other. Here's where you sign out. You check your messages here. Previous period are your earnings from the last pay period. Current period is what you have earned so far in the current pay period. These are blank because we don't have any entries yet. And past entries is a list of all your entries in the current pay period. Okay, let's switch back to the web browser version and sign in on that to see what it looks like if we were using the web browser version. And we're going to hit Sign In. To get to the same options we saw in the app version, click on My Time, either on its icon or up top under the sandwich again, and click My Time. Your different entry options are here: work, expense, T&M, and other. Here is where you would see your past entries. We don't have any yet. Show Pay shows your earnings for the current and previous pay period, and we will hide it again. To sign out or check your messages, go up to the sandwich, your inbox, sign out. Staying in the web browser version, let's create the actual work entry now. To make a work entry, press Work. The system now looks up your location. First time your browser should ask if you wish to allow or block. If you block, the GPS will fail. This can be difficult to undo. You will have to make sure your phone and your browser are not blocking the site now. If you press Allow and the GPS fails, usually just reloading or refreshing the page will fix this if you haven't previously chosen to block it. Once it has got a location, it will turn green. To make your work entry, press Start Time. Select the time you are supposed to start work at. Then select the location of the place you are working at. I'm going to select the cashier stand. Then select your job detail. The list is pre-populated by your employer. I'm going to choose cashier today. Next is the Choose Files. If for whatever reason, you can upload an image to accompany your entry. For example, maybe a broken machine, or to show a completed job, etc. To upload the image, click on Choose File and select the picture you wish to upload. When you finish your entry and hit Submit, your image will upload. Next is Apply Break. The amount of time is set by your employer. If for your shift, Let's say you have a total of 30 minutes of non-paid breaks that your employer has selected. You check this box to apply that break to your entry. It saves you from having to punch out and then in and out again. If for whatever reason you haven't taken the break period set up by your employer, then make sure the box is unchecked. For my example, I'm going to apply the 30-minute break. And then click Submit. If you choose an image to upload, then the image will upload now, and it may take a couple moments for the screen to change. Once your entry is entered, you will get the success message. Now that we have an entry started, we can see an entry in this Past Entries section. To punch out, press the picture of an arrow going out a door. The Punch Out dialog box will appear. We are going to choose the time we are supposed to punch out at. And you have the choice again to apply or not to apply the break period your employer set up. As well, you can see if your location is being picked up. Then click Punch Out. Here you can see that your punch out was recorded correctly. And if for whatever reason you need to, maybe you started 2 entries by mistake or whatever, you can choose to delete an entry here. Let's look at the app version. We are going to make an entry the same way. Click on Work. Now everything here works the same as your web browser version. Choose your time, then your job location, and your job detail. As well, here you can see that you're getting a GPS location. You can check your messages here. The question mark is for an error code legend. We cover error codes in its own video. Clicking the house would take you back to the app's dashboard. Down here, you can attach some notes if you need to for your entry. The same Apply Break option is here. Click on the camera to upload a photo. Then click on Submit. On the app, when you click Submit, you are brought to a punch-out screen. Same thing here, just pick your punch-out time. Apply Lunch Break is here again. And click on Punch Out to submit your entry. When you punch out, you are brought back to the app's dashboard, and your entry is done. If you have closed the app during the day before you punched out, and the time comes you need to punch out, just open the app again, and you'll be back here at the app's dashboard. To punch out, you need to go to Past Entries and click on that. Here you can see the time you punched in, and here is where you would click to punch out. When you click the Punch Out button, it takes you to the Punch Out screen we saw earlier. Here is an error code that we will cover in the error codes video. And if you needed to delete an entry, you can hit the garbage can here. If this entry was punched out, we would see the total number of hours for that entry. And here, we would see what you earned for that shift. Since we have started this entry, we have some punched in information we can see. Actual punch in and out are the actual real-time records of when you made the entries. If you press Map, it will open the location recorded when you made that entry, using whatever default map application you have installed. And that covers making a work entry. In our next video, we are going to cover error codes.